It seems the good news from Camp Green, Camp Xbox is finally starting to float on a more regular cadence. People are starting to, you know, gain a bit more faith in the brand, and they are starting to enjoy what is there. They are starting to look forward to games like Hellblade and Avowed and Indiana Jones. And it's looking like the whole doom and gloom is starting to slowly fade away. Now, I know there is still a lot of contention, especially among certain influencers regarding the 30 FPS when it comes to Hellblade 2 and the whole creative direction with that being 30 FPS. Of course, it does bring up the question, if that is the decision, why isn't the PC version also locked to 30 FPS? It can't be a creative decision if that is so. There's a bit of contention there among the influencers, and I'm seeing that a lot lately, but I think, you know, that's a topic for an entirely different discussion. Right now, what we're looking at is the article that Jez Corden wrote in regards to a breaking exclusive, which says Xbox President Sarah Bond has set up a new team dedicated to game preservation and forward compatibility. Now, this isn't the only thing that has been discussed in this article. I'm going to link the article in the description below, and I think it's a really cool article. It's not overly long, but I didn't want to go through the whole thing here. Go check it out. It's actually a really good read. I'm Chaos Prime, and if you are enjoying the content and have enjoyed the previous contents, do consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to stay up to date with all content I release. And of course, now we're going to go through the comments, which I've been pretty bad on actually commenting on, but we're getting the last 4 into this video again, and hopefully going forward I can try and get these at the start of each video with cadence. So first up, we have Ardent, who says, so it's not even on PlayStation, but it's in the top 10 across all platforms. LMAO. PS fanboys will be tight, but they're going to ignore this. They'll just pretend like it didn't happen. I was actually playing Starfield last night, and I'm about to play it some more today. I'm not playing it on Game Pass. I bought it for full price to get the Shattered Space DLC as well. So far, it's well worth it, and I look forward to the DLC. This is in relation to the fact that Starfield is the only single player game in the top 10 for 2023. That's pretty impressive, but it's cool to see that people are enjoying it. We have over here from Snowy Rains, this is from my Gear 6 video. Gear 6, let's go. Clearly excited about Gear 6. Wolfenstead says, can we just say Xbox Series X, S and PS5 cannot do 4K full stop. Now, they can actually do 4K, it's not that they can't do 4K. Prince of Persia, for example, is 4K 60. The Lost Crown, the latest Prince of Persia 2D game, is actually 4K 60 without any upscaling, without anything. So it can actually run native at 4K, but they're not going to do it on anything that's demanding. Clearly, Prince of Persia is not demanding, but for any game that is demanding, it's just not going to happen. And claim is false advertising on packaging of the consoles. Well, the fact that the games exist at 4K 60 is basically making it so that that is not false advertising. But I get the point, I get the sentiment. Everyone got their, people bought these consoles with the knowledge that they're going to get 4K 60, and that's not happening. Derwin5924 says, not surprised to hear the news. What do Microsoft expect when you put your games on other systems? This is going to happen. I hope they get their shite together. This is in relation to the video I made where the Xbox brand is stressed but not damaged, with Matt Booty saying this in a town hall meeting inside the company. I mean, this was always going to happen, right? The fact that they ported 4 games over, this was always going to cause discontent, discourse, stress. This was always going to cause problems. So, there was really no avoiding this. Thank you so much to everyone else that commented. These were the top 4 comments from the last 4 videos. Again, going forward, I'm going to try and keep this on a single comment per video. So Sarah Bond, as you can see on screen right now in this meeting, the business update meeting, turned around and said that there was going to be a technological advancement, a huge leap in that regard. Now, everyone is assuming this is the handheld. It still could be part of the handheld, But we do finally have some clarification on this when an internal memo got leaked from Microsoft. Microsoft has confirmed that this memo is actually true and it is actually real. So it says, it's been nearly 6 months since we came together as an organization. Don't forget, Sarah Bond 6 months ago became president of Xbox. Everyone should feel incredibly proud of what we've achieved and excited about the opportunities ahead. We are moving full speed ahead on our next generation hardware, focused on delivering the biggest technological leap ever in a generation. Now this is going to be huge. Honestly, this actually can go all over the place, right? We could be looking at a console that is pretty much on the 4080 level power. We could be looking at the next generation console that's incorporating Steam, Epic. We could be talking about handhelds where they pretty much getting double the power of the Series X into a compact form, blowing all the other mini PCs out of the water, basically making that that handheld PC, that handheld console, the console in a docked form. So this can go in very, very multiple ways, but it's cool to see that this is the way it's going. And hopefully during the June presentation, I don't know if we're going to see it in the April update that we're supposed to be getting, but hopefully in the June presentation we will get some news on this, some information. They will at least talk about it, maybe even show a picture. They don't have to show it running, but at least a picture. We do know that dev kits have gone out, so whether it's for the handheld, well, the rumored handheld now, or the next generation console, maybe the specs are already in place and set in stone. I mean, if the dev kits have gone out, they're pretty much looking to be almost solidified. But it's interesting nonetheless. But that was the memo that went out, and it's exciting. Now, in my last video, I spoke about how Kareem Chowdhury has stepped down, retired from Microsoft after 26 years, and they say we are innovating in gaming AI, focused on delivering player-first, developer-first value for discovery, engagement, and creative velocity. This is something Kareem Chowdhury actually pushed ahead. Those were his 3 core values, and it looks like the team at Xbox have embodied this and are pushing ahead with this and are making sure that player-first, developer-first value for discovery, engagement, and creative velocity is at the core front of what they're doing when they create games. Of course, it doesn't end there. Sarah describes how Microsoft is continuing its work to integrate Activision Blizzard games and Battle.net into Game Pass and PC Game Pass. Microsoft brought Diablo 4 to Xbox Game Pass a short while ago in collaboration with the Microsoft Store platform team on the Windows side. Sarah Bond revealed that due to Diablo 4 hitting Game Pass, Xbox has now become the #1 platform for the game. There are more people playing Diablo 4 on Xbox than there are on PC, PlayStation, anywhere else you want. So that is actually pretty impressive. That just shows the power of Game Pass, the engagement of Game Pass, and that just means more people being open to microtransactions, and that is where these companies make a lot more of their money as opposed to the selling of the box price of the game, because microtransactions are constant and they'll be adding loads and loads of stuff. I know it's dirty money, but that is the aim when you do something like this. They say, we are integrating Activision Blizzard King titles into our service. We launched Diablo 4 into Game Pass, and Xbox has quickly become the #1 platform for D4 players. Bond reiterated some of the other games on the horizon for Xbox. We are integrating with Battle.net, all while launching COD, Warzone Mobile, and preparing for upcoming Hellblade 2, Avowed, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Now, there was talk about Avowed potentially being delayed to 2025. It seems like Avowed is still on schedule for 2024, so the rumors of Avowed being delayed may have been a little far-fetched. But, Avowed is still supposed to come towards the end of the year. But the good thing is, in June, we are going to get release dates for Avowed, Indiana Jones, as well as Call of Duty. Now, the big one here, of course, is game preservation. Now, how they're actually going to do this is really unknown, but they are looking to push forward and deliver forward the game preservation that they have in place right now and continue to push that along the way. As part of the emails for her team, Sarah Bond revealed that Microsoft has now set up a dedicated team to ensure the future proofing of the current Xbox game library against future hardware paradigm shifts, ensuring that their games remain accessible long into the future. She says, "We have formed a new team dedicated to game preservation, important to all of us at Xbox and the industry itself. We are building on our strong history of delivering backwards compatibility to our players, and we remain committed to bringing forward the amazing library of Xbox games for future generations of players to enjoy." Now this is really cool, but this is all great news for Xbox. This is like really fantastic news. They've now set up a dedicated team for this. Diablo 4 has been ultra successful for them coming to Game Pass, and of course in terms of hardware, it looks like they are full speed ahead on their next generation hardware. Whether that's going to be a handheld or a full console or both is unknown, but hopefully come June we will see or hear something of this, and we can move forward and see what's on the horizon. As of right now, May 21st is the next milestone date, and that is going to be the release of Hellblade 2. I am looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it. That is all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell to stay up to date with all content I release. If you have any thoughts regarding anything in this video, do leave a comment below. Don't forget, I will be reading out the top rated comment in the next video. Until then,